So, hello everyone, time comes for some fluffiness, yes, some softness, some Yuri-ness. So, we're gonna watch Citrus now. Citrus is very not fluffy, that anime is crazy. Man, that anime, whatever. This is probably more like Bloom Into You, right? Yeah, like, you know, a nice, cuddly romance anime between two girls, lesbianism, yeah, but like, you know, it's probably a lot nicer. It's probably not Citrus level. I think it's a lot more Bloom Into You, right, for example. But a really good anime. Bloom Into You was a very good anime of 18. It was the best anime that year, definitely. Bloom Into You was just, I think it was a good story, but also was a very good animated though. And like for the hand things and how they're moving their feet and so on. It was very, very high quality, all the details. So yeah, let's see what this anime goes. So 3, 2, 1. And go. But I feel it's probably a lot more softer, right? Yeah, it's not probably not Citrus. It's like, oh, you in the shower? Oh, I'll teach you how to be a girl. Like, it's probably not like that. I think it is a lot more friendly and, you know, more romantic. Yes, that's the way to say it. Okay, it's like a space. I guess she's like playing astronaut. I guess so, yeah. She's like inside a spacesuit and floating here. Click the NAS. Yeah, goddamn manga teaching people to skip school. Okay, so like they're playing some table tennis and she's like, yeah. Okay, so it's a best friend and also lover, I guess. They're spending like time together. Feels like they are also like, feel they're both best friends and in love with each other, right? Probably. Like they date, like they're hanging out generally. Oh, clearly illegal. That's clearly illegal. That's everything loud. Clearly illegal. No, but that's not that you can't use the kind of backspinning serves. I'm Swedish, okay? We play a lot of table tennis. That's not illegal to play. I can do the two very easily. I'm very good at doing, you know, serves to go back again. I'm very good at doing that. Don't worry. I have a specific. My old racket is from China. It's a super nibble rack and twisting rack. So it's very, very different red and black side. It's the same linger style thing. And tell you guys, you're not allowed to do a serve that is on its second bounce goes back. Its third bounce has to go forward. Like speak, it cannot land behind second bounce. That's an illegal serve, so you can't do that thing. So her serve had too much backspin, so that wouldn't be allowed. It looks like it was going backwards, right? But you are allowed to do like 2 bounces. Then after the third bounce, which you lost anyway, then they can go back. So you can do like a, so you're allowed to do a ball like basically stops, where it's like dunk, dunk, and then dunk. That's allowed. And then it goes back. But you can't do like one and then go back. No, it's clearly cheating. That ball is probably gonna alert everyone. Okay, she's like, I need to drink some milk. Okay. Look at the weird. Yeah, sucka. It's like a really weird comment there. I need to drink some milk, I think, today. It's weird my legs. Yeah, but they seem to be best friend into lovers, I guess, then, right? Not pretty. That would be my guess, because they were kind of hanging out and they're kind of like, playing table tennis and, you know, we're best friends. Chasing a cat now, that's okay. Okay, she's like one of those catnappers. I like they were singing in the opening, I think. Was it this? Oh man, you're gonna handhold. Oh my god, 2 girls, they're gonna have her hands. Oh my god, they're gonna do it by holding hands together. Oh man, this is truly an anime. But I would say that every goddamn anime, right? Like, if the character holding hands, that is basically like they're having, you know, that's like doing it in anime, yeah. This is like smashing in anime. If you kiss someone in anime, that's like, you know, 11 base or something. That's like insanely basic. I mean, you've seen Tonikaku Kawaii, even in that anime, they were married, that's episode 1. they're only holding hands. Even in that anime, they're at best so far holding hands. Even if they got married, they're not doing more than holding hands in anime. And I think that's pretty silly, but that is very silly in anime. But, I like this spacesuit though, it's like cool. What is this thing? She's like, I wanna be an astronaut by, I don't know, standing with a Buddha statue for a few hours. Maybe it's in them though, who's the... But she's cheating though with her goddamn... Okay, it's gonna be some fan service apparently. That is one of those kind of animes. Yeah, oh, hello. Yeah, woohoo! I see some pantsu. Yeah, okay, so... Let's see. She's very sweaty apparently. Yeah, this is sort of every hentai ever. She's like, oh, I'm so sweaty, I need to remove my clothes. Yeah, it's, I see where this anime is going, it's very etchy. Very, very etchy. It's definitely kind of fluffy anime style, sense. Okay, she didn't want milk anymore. So they're like two bad girls? I mean, they're like bad girls in anime, yeah, you know, in a normal Japanese setting. They're not bad girls as in, you know, I'm gonna like destroy everything. They're not bad girls in that. They're in like a Yankee, Saki-chan. Yeah, but they're not bad girls in that sense, right? Like Asaki. They're more bad girls in, they're like skipping one class and like playing table tennis. Yeah, they're bad girls. But I would say so, right? They seem to be like kind of bad girls in. Oh, more when they cry. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so these kind of met there. We both play hockey. They're both bad girls. Yeah, they met each other when they were both not doing class or something. I guess. We're in the same class though. Oh, rare. I thought it was the first year. We're in the same class. Oh yeah, that's right. She's not very observant, I guess. It's like, wait, we are? But yeah. But it feels like a little weird romance here. They're both just two best, just like the two students that don't, yeah, they're like whatever. We just wanna do something. You wanna hang out, wanna talk. Yeah, it's a lot of like edges in this anime. It's a lot of those kind of things. Definitely dish. Okay. Yeah, okay. They're the bad girls. They're like murdering poor innocent animals. Yeah, I mean, they have seen, of course, when they cry, right? So they're like, God damn it, let's kill it immediately. That is a weird anime. So, yeah, but we saw When They Cry before this anime, so that's why, you know, of course, I'm referring to that here. When They Cry, Higurashi, Shinkino. It's like kind of a slow burn of an anime, I have to say, though. I mean, it's not the worst as it is in my life, but they're kind of like, oh, just kind of cute. Yeah, they're not really like. I mean, it clearly is no like, you know, Citrus when she's like, I will show you what a woman is. Immediately, it's like push you down, yeah. Oh, you wanna be with that woman? Yeah, it's nothing like Citrus whatsoever. Where you kind of just, that's a weird anime. Okay, so we weren't friends yet, but maybe she's gonna talk about how she actually interested in her in a romantic way, though. I don't know. I wonder if she's actually is like, you know, oh, I wonder if she knows she's a lesbian, right? She's actually into girls, or if she's just gonna like ease into being in love with someone. Yeah, I don't know. Like, for example, in the spoiler, right? But to Bloom Into You, it's kind of like, you know, one of the girls is like, she's like pretty much, you know, she's a very like, I said, secure in her, you know, in her sexuality. It's like, I like girls, yeah. And the other one is more like, I don't really like anyone. Yeah, and she's more like, I don't like girls or boys. Yeah, you know, forever senpai. Yeah, yeah, she's like, goddamn senpai. Yeah, you know, you probably see the show. You know what I mean? It's not like, you know, oh, senpai. She's like, let senpai do what she wants, right? Okay, here's some more girls then, some Megan and so on. Yeah, some more cute girls. But yeah, I'm wondering if. Oh, and she's like, yeah, big oppas, what? And she's just like, okay, so... And that's something you only see in anime, in mangas, right? Someone's like, oh, big oppas, yeah, honk honk. That's something you never see in, I don't know, in live action or... That's like, yeah, two best friends and they are like, oppa, oppa, yeah. I'm sure all the boys like those oppas, yeah, I'm sure they are. Yeah, this girl is, whoa, she's a handsome. She's the lesbian battle. But she's not the girl. That girl is really into the big oppa, so that would be. Yeah, that's. But I mean, that kind of character though is very rarely the main character though, because she's too into it. Yeah, the more you want it, the less you get, right? Yeah, she really wants to have a girlfriend, and that doesn't really work well in Anime Lost. The more you're trying to get some, the less you get some, right? Like, it's just she's too into it. Oh my gosh, spotting her girlfriend. What a beautiful silk skin she has. Really glowing, right? Yeah, the surrounding is it's like dull and they're glowing, so it's quite that. What's happening? Okay, I guess she's like imagining how it's. Yeah, like she's falling down, right? And but this kind of, I mean, the kind of only she's in the spotlight there, and all the girls are kind of in the background. Maybe she's gonna think I'm in love with her now then. I definitely wondered if it's just like they're friends and they're gonna fall in love eventually, or she's like, I am in love with her, I want her. Man, this is pretty mean now. She walks bad, yeah. It seems like a pretty mean, bad start of their romance here. But she's a bad girl also. Yeah, så en delinquent. She's gonna go to Claire. Is she angry at her? Yeah. It's kind of weird to ignore her. Fett how she ignored her. So it's like, he stared at her like, that's my girl. It's like, I was gonna move past her. I don't want to talk to my friends with her. Yeah, it's like, I'm embarrassed about her. So they're only like secret best friends. It's a little strange. If they were love, it would make more sense, I guess. If they were secret, but. Yeah, just really angry at her now, right? But she didn't go to school, right? So is it earlier or before? Is it before that or after that? I want to run a timeline here. Okay, check a pick here. Either school or home together. You have to be with me. Oh, I mean, nice, you have to be with me. You're here. Yeah, okay, let's just go somewhere. So she's a bad girl, yeah. She's like, I just want to hang out somewhere. I don't want to go to, school or whatever. They only have one umbrella now, though. So now they're gonna be like romantic here, yeah. Because now they're gonna share the same umbrella. This is super romantic. They're gonna have to share the same, yeah. This is classic romance attack. This is like Kaguya level of romance. Yeah, look at this. This is like romance. This is Kaguya strategy style. Like, we're gonna share an umbrella together, right? Yeah, like, come on. And also in Studio Children, also this thing is like, I have to get an umbrella with it. I was like, I have to do it. The umbrella strategy. The greatest strategy in any romance anime. The umbrella. But it only works if Kaisho forgets his umbrella though. So you have to destroy the other person's umbrella though. Oh, here we go. This is when they kind of the promo art. They have the bike together. Yeah. We're about being some part of the delinquents. Man, everyone can clearly see your pantsu there. We're actually friends, eh? Det gillar man. She clearly has no friends except her. I mean, she's clearly a loner. Yeah, like she's clearly a loner. Like, you're my only friend, girl. Yeah, this is kind of weird. Definitely hen, yeah. It's all this weird art, like now we're turning into bubbles and it's a lot of weird stuff is happening. Now we're drowning, now it's bubbles, and now it's like some kind of sun. There's a lot of weird little like aesthetics around them, yeah, like they're backing here now and it's like bubbles. It's not snow, it's bubbles. I love this map to have an anime. It's like horribly drawn map. Yeah, you go like 3 steps here and then maybe 24 steps backwards and like I don't know, to do like a circle around the house or something. See no one. Yeah. That's gonna. We probably see her tomorrow. She's be different than bad girl. Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, I probably go to school tomorrow. Who knows? They're probably at best gonna handhold at the end of the episode. I just feel this like a very slow romance here. They're like just hanging out. They're at the best they're gonna handhold, right? After like 11 episodes, you're gonna hold each other's hands and be like, I love you. Yeah, there's gonna be maybe they will kiss something, I don't know, eventually, but she used to join the table tennis club instead of. Oh, here they are, the big oppas. She's here? You friends? Oh my god, secret friends with her? Was she afraid of her? I don't know. Like, she's that dangerous, like, she's like a Yankee. She's like, she might skip some classes. Oh, Shimamura! She's the delinquent one! I feel that she was afraid of her. Like, oh my god, that's the one that go to class sometimes. Holy shit! Yeah, it's her. Is that Shamba? As you can see, it's clearly her. It's like, yes. Guys are friends? Yeah, that was weird when she ignored her then. It's like, wait, you're a friend, why you ignore her? I guess you're gonna get, like, you know... Yeah, her girlfriend's friends in now then. Yeah. She probably forgot it immediately. But like she's afraid of her. She's like, oh my god, she's a kind of Yankee, she's a kind of delinquent. But sure, like in you know, if you ignore other animes, right, which is more flashy and they have, you know, they dye their hair blonde and they have this kind of weird hair, yeah, you know what I mean. If you ignore those people, right, ignore all other animes and look more like a normal school, more, yeah, sure. Like she's the bad girl because she kind of ignores classes and kind of like skipping, you know, school and so on. Yeah, like she would be a bad girl in a normally setting. But in most animes, right, to be a bad girl, you have to like be this kind of bad girl. Like you have to be, you know, a bad girl with weapons. Yeah, you have to be a bad girl with like some kind of sword or something to be a normal anime bad girl, right? But I guess in a more normal setting, yeah, certainly she's the dangerous one. She's clearly a loner because now obviously her friend is talking to the other ones and she's just gonna stand there eating. Yeah, so now she's gonna go home, right? Because she wants to be with her, only her, right? So. Oh man, now she's doing this thing. I done this thing too though at work, man. I suppose, but yeah, this is always sad. You have to just play with yourself. Why don't she actually join the table tennis club and just play with that? They should have like a serious club of the table tennis. in Japan. She clearly loves the sport. Is this actually like scorching ping pong girls? Yeah, is that anime actually about here? Table tennis. Oh, she's gone. She's gone. Arianai. She just relives though. It turned out a little too powerful, yeah. Adachi! I didn't make it time. I heard you say, blah. I heard you say, you attacked me clearly on purpose. Like, no, I didn't. I had to stop. That was good. I hear you scream at me when you did it. It's like, no, I mean, I was trying to stop. Nice backstab there. I got you bread. Yeah, she's buying a friendship here now. Yeah, she's buying a friendship now here. Yeah. Like the other girl did. Yeah, she's like, I guess French does this stuff. Yeah. Don't think I like her or anything. Yeah, but I feel like she's like, you know, trying to emulate the other girls now. He's like, oh, here's some bread for you because, I mean, we're like best friends, right? Because this is like a very, very slow burn. I mean, I wouldn't think this is an Yuri anime, as I've read the premise, that these are actually gonna fall in love. This could just be about friendship, about two girls that are kind of two like the weirdos to have, you know, just friends, but she's kind of like, you know, a little half delinquent, and the other girl is like a delinquent, and they kind of just are friends and they hang out together and they kind of do stuff. This wouldn't have to be anything to do with, you know, their actual romance, but I read the premise, and I know that the genre is supposed to be, you know, Yuri, right? But again, yeah, this could be used. This is so like not really into it. But yeah, as I said earlier, it definitely feels like this kind of anime where neither of them is actually, how to say, aware of being, you know, interested in the same gender, right? It's kind of like they will probably just be best friends, and then eventually one of them is gonna realize she's in love with her best friend. Yeah, it's more than that, right? But I mean, like something in Bloom Into You again. Bloom Into You, it's pretty clear that Senpai, she is into girls. She wants those oppas, right? Where, you know, Kohai is like, I don't know, girls, boys, I don't like anything. Life, right? She's more like that, right? So that's one thing, right? Like, this feels an anime, but both of them is like, we just hang out, and then eventually they probably fall in love, right? From like the deep friendship. Yeah, from some kind of like, you know, deep-seated friendship. They're gonna be like, you know what? She's pretty nice. I could date her. I could be with her. Why not, right? A big oppa girl in the end there. Yeah, she's like, yeah, she's pushing up those. Maybe it's his sister who saw in the ending there. It's in the spacesuit. Because like, you can't be one of them, right, in the spacesuit. First thing is gonna be one of them as a young kid, but when they were younger then, but they're holding hands in the ending though. Oh my god, they are doing it in the ending. Oh, but it's a dirty ending there. Very dirty ending. Freaking hand holding. Jesus Christ, man. That's no, but come on, in anime, hand holding in anime means that you're doing it. That's what anime is telling you. If you ever seen an anime in your life, you know that if hand holding means that you've done it. Okay, there's something. Okay, there is some extra end credit here. Okay, there's a little bit afterwards. That's fishing. It reminds me of Persona 5 now, when you can go fish with with the yeah. They're like, and Sensei can appear too. She's from Namek again! What? She's from Namek! I get it now. She's some kind of Namek again. Here's the astronaut. It's a... The spacesuit is so white. Who is this character? It's probably someone's sister, right? Yeah. Who is this character with the spacesuit? Man, it's like a weird anime. So next week you're gonna hang out and eat, and the spacesuit character, oh, she's gonna sleep in her lap there. Oh my god. She's gonna touch. Oh, there we go. next week she's gonna touch her ear and touch her hair a bit. Okay, so they're gonna be a little more Yuri next week. They're gonna be a little bit sleeping on her lap, and yeah, they're gonna get into a little more, you know, friskiness. Yeah, they're getting into a little more dirtiness, so to speak. Yeah, and they're gonna start thinking about kissing or something. In the next episode preview, they start, but not kissing, but it's probably like if you get married, we could kiss something. They're probably gonna joke about. I would guess that next week they're gonna talk about oh, we should date maybe. What if I become your wife or something? Yeah, they're probably gonna joke about it, right? And then eventually they're gonna actually try it, right? But it's like a pretty good episode 1. I feel a little weak, to be honest, because it wasn't like, okay, let me explain, right? I mean, I love Yuri stuff and even more better yaoi stuff, but no, but you know, so of course I don't care about that stuff. But well, I mean, I like it, so I'm just like that's not why I would say it's bad. But I think it's like a pretty decent romance show, right? Some good drama and so on. But it wasn't that funny. And it doesn't have to be comedy, okay? Citrus for me, right? I like Citrus because it's just a ridiculous show, right? Citrus is laugh at, right? I mean, Bloom Into You, again, I think one of the best shows I've seen in my life. Bloom Into You, one of the best anime that year. Very, very good romance, so very, very, you know, beautiful romance. But it also had, you know, jokes and comedy and strong cats, right? Not only the main girl, but Sansa's a good character. You know, her rival love story, Senpai was a good character. Even that guy, that was like he's like a good, pretty interesting character. So they had them good. They had sisters with, yeah. So that show had a lot of strong characters, and it was, you know, just generally a good anime, right? And so on, right? Where Citrus is a pretty bad anime, but at least it's really, really comedic, you know, flat, just so yeah. So there's a lot of jokes, etc. So you can watch it, you can laugh at it, and you can also. I mean, Citrus, I'm laughing both at the jokes are good, I think, Citrus, and I'm also laughing at the absurdity of it, right? So I'm laughing at both the bad writing and also the good writing with jokes. So I'm laughing at both, right? So it becomes funny. This show here, I felt was like. It's clearly not going for me in a comedy, okay, so fine. So it's not a comedy, okay, fine, let's move on there. But it's not funny. Drama-wise, though, it's very, very mellow, right? It's very, very mellow. So I think it's like an okay show, but it clearly felt to me that this is a very slow burn, right? Like a very slow burn, okay? The two girls becoming best friends, and they're all gonna date or kiss eventually, right, and so on. They're gonna do it eventually, I guess, but it's gonna be probably a very, very slow burn, right? Even if next episode is like them discussing getting married, it's probably just like a joke and then it moves on, right? If it's gonna be, you know, they probably will kiss eventually, episode like 12, right? Yeah, so I feel it's like a very, very, very slow burn. And I don't know, episode's better, I don't know, so it's one episode here, but it feels like it's gonna be super slow, right? For them to get into any kind of romance. So that's one thing. And the thing is that, for example, it's gonna be hard for me now not to keep comparing it to Bloom Into You, which is again one of my favorite Yuri animes of all time. But in Bloom Into You, you also have a lot of drama, right? Like what happened to her sister's dead, and then she has her own general, you know, Senpai's sister is dead, right? That thing. Kouai has her issue with like, oh, do I like this boy? And no, I don't know. Maybe I just hate everyone. And you know, there's a more drama and tension there, right? It's between the two characters and how, you know, with their families and so on. It's all. Not so much at episode 1, but still, there's like the thread points are there, right? To start off that as well. So that makes drama interesting too. This here seems to have like zero drama. It's like, oh, here's two girls and you can hang out and they're friends here. Yeah, it is very, very mellow, right? There's no like, you know, conflict and that kind. There's a very slight conflict, but how she didn't want, you know, admit that they were friends with her other friends. That's kind of a weird thing, right? So there's like a very, very slight conflict thing. But it didn't feel like I was like, wow. I wasn't feeling like, oh yeah, this is definitely massive conflict. I was like, no, it just seems kind of, you know, down to earth and very, very mellow. I did generally like it though, in the sense that the other girls are afraid of her because she's a bad girl. Because again, as I mentioned during the reaction here, normally in an anime, the bad girl would be like a Sakura, right? So this blonde babe that's like, you know, I would fight everyone. That would be the bad girl, right? But of course, in an actual normal setting in the real world, the bad girl would probably be a girl to skip class, right? So she's like, oh my god, delinquent! Yeah, so I think that was pretty funny. Actually, she's afraid of her. Yeah, that was, in my opinion, the funniest part of the episode. But yeah, there's a strange drama there with, you know, that she doesn't want to admit to her friends and so on. But I don't know. I feel it's like a little lackluster, right? I'm gonna watch more of it, and hopefully it's gonna be a more romance and more drama and so on. But now I just felt like it was just kind of. I see where it's going, right? They're gonna fall in love more and more, but it's gonna be like, maybe I like her. And it's like 10 episodes later, maybe we can hold hands or something. Yeah, it feels like the episode 2 looked, the preview did look a lot more interesting. Like she's sleeping on her lap, they're talking about, I guess, getting married, probably jokingly, right? And then one of them might starting, fantasizing about, doing with her, whatever. Yeah, getting into that whole, maybe I like girls, right? So yeah, so I think episode 2 to me looks a lot more appealing. It's kind of like, I don't know. I mean, as I mentioned earlier, I don't think on Yuri so has to be that one or both of the girls are like, maybe I'm a lesbian, maybe I want to be, I don't think it has to have the thing, the kind of coming out story. I don't think necessary. Like again, Blooming to You, Senpai basically is like open that she's a lesbian immediately, right? Yeah, that's a lot. You can go either way. But what I mean here is that this show here seems to be right that neither of them is a weirdly like girls, right, so to speak, and then they're gonna get interested in their female best friend, right, eventually, right. That seems to be the plot point here, right, on both of the characters, right, both of the girls. And the question then, of course, is that a super slow? How interesting would that be? If it's like a very, very little thing happening in episode 2, then episode 3. So to me, I'm a little negative, but I don't know. Leave a comment below. What do you guys think? I felt there was like this episode. I liked the whole when it did the different like atmosphere and the bubbles. That was good, yeah. So aesthetically, it was quite pleasing. I just felt the dialogue and the storytelling was just kind of slow, right? Yeah, not like a bad episode, but like a 7 out of 10, where I just feel like it's okay, It's like it's not the worst, not the best. It's kind of like just kind of slow, right? Yeah, slow burn. That's just kind of what I feel. And so he has to, then you wonder, is the payoff gonna be strong enough in the end, right? Or it's gonna speed up a bit. But episode 2, again, from the previous list, looks a way more higher paced, right? When it comes to the romance, when it comes to a little bit of that. Because them just hanging out to me isn't that interesting, right? Just two girls hanging out. Because I mean, we have a lot of cute girls, right? Like Con, whatever, so on. Right? But there's a lot of comedies, a lot of yeah. That's what I meant earlier. I have to say, right? In those kind of anime, it usually is a lot more comedic, right? When they hang out and they're like, oh my god, yeah, this again. So it's a lot more comedy, right? Around them hanging out. Here was like no comedy. I mean, it's not comedy, but I mean, it wasn't like super funny, right? So it wasn't really giving me that either. Because sure, I can watch a lot of. I mean, I like cute girls, done cute stuff like Con, like the Fisher anime last season and so on. I like those animes, right? So that's one of my favorite slice of life anime. Non-Biaru, but I love non-Biaru, so I love those animes. But again, then there are a lot more jokes, right? Yeah, then there's a lot more jokes about a few girls just doing stuff, right? Oh, we're playing table tennis. There's a lot of jokes. Here it was just like there's some jokes, but it was kind of underwhelming, right? So I don't know. I don't want to be super negative, but I was like. It should be okay. It feels like an okay anime. One of the weakest, I would say, episode 1 this season. Like earlier today was Akudama Drive. That was lit, okay? Akudama Drive was a very different anime, but that was crazy. There was like explosion shit and Boba flying out, and like it was everywhere. That anime was crazy. Really, really awesome aesthetic design. Really cool, like cute the main character guy. I was like, oh, what is it, girl? This, yeah. And crazy, brawlers guy. That anime was crazy. It was like a completely different genre. Very, very different genre. Probably the opposite of this genre, but for that did that genre really good justice for episode 1. It's maybe it's gonna fail later on, who knows, hopefully not. But this here, I mean, I do compare it to Blooming to You, right? Of course, it's kind of harsh because Blooming to You, again, I think is one of the best Yuri animes out there, if not the best Yuri anime out there. So, I mean, I'm comparing it to like the best masterpiece of this genre, right? So I'm a little bit, if it's a little unfair, it's like I'm comparing it to the best thing ever. In a way, I am, but I would say Blooming to You episode 1 is like 10 times stronger. That's a really good episode 1. Blooming to You, every episode is perfectly paced and it's really, really good, like all constantly, and all the aesthetics and the dialogue and the handing and how they talk to each other and the body language. So Blooming to You is a completely masterpiece. So it feels unfair, I will admit, to compare this anime to like what I would almost say is a masterpiece again right there. Not a perfect masterpiece, because obviously the storyline isn't over and so on. But again, it's one of the best animes I've seen in my life when it comes to lesbian relationships. So yeah, it feels a little unfair in that sense. It does. But that's how it is, right? When you watch an anime and you want to review it, and I try to be as critical and as objective as possible, right? To be objective, I think you need to have some kind of standards, right? So you need to compare it to other animes, because that gives you a good objective flow. Okay, this anime does this thing well. It is funnier, or is it sadder. For example, Konosuba, obviously one of my absolute favorite animes of all time. I remember I have the book and so on, yeah, and it's very, very comedic, right? So if someone tells me that this is the best comedy anime ever, and is trying to say this is the best comedy objectively. I'm like, let's compare it to, for example, then, you know, Konosuba and do this comparison, you know. That's kind of how I would do it, right? Because I have to compare another anime I view as good in that category, right? If someone told me that like, this is the best action anime ever, right? I wouldn't use Konosuba because it doesn't have very good action, right? So, you know, then it's more like whatever, Dragon Ball, One Piece, and Black Clover, you know, whatever, but it's so on like that. Then compare more like a shonen show, right? So here, I do feel it's Blooming to You is like, I guess, on my pedestal. Like Blooming to You is probably my favorite Yuri anime, so I'm kind of like comparing all the other Yuri animes to Blooming to You. It kind of comes with the territory, I suppose. Because right now I can't think of another Yuri anime that I would say I like more. I can think of a lot of Yaoi's anime, but like I love Yaoi anime. No, but I mean, sure, yeah. No, whatever. That's another video. Like top 10 best Yuri animes. Yeah, but like I probably would to Blooming to You. I keep thinking Blooming to You is the best Yuri anime right now. I can't think of any other Yuri anime where I would think over. I mean, it might be some. Again, there might be some, you know, Yaoi animes I would say is better. But that's just like, well, I guess Yaoi has a pretty similar genre. Would even be a different genre. Whatever. That's not the video. But yeah, this anime here felt just kind of okay, right? Yeah, okay, like 7 out of 10. Kind of that medium value where it's like, it's not horrible, but it's also not like really appalling. Like it's kind of okay. Yeah, it wasn't that funny. It wasn't that dramatic. It was kind of like, it's pretty cute. It's just pretty too cute, girls. So anyway, see you guys tomorrow with more anime. Subscribe, press the like button, and of course, you know, leave a comment below. What do you guys think? Leave a comment below. What do you think? Am I too harsh? I feel I'm being pretty fair, right? I think the anime for episode 1 is pretty weak. It's not again. It's like it's not bad, but it's not really massively masterpiece either. I just feel like, this was a pretty good episode, but I wasn't like really into it. I was like, yeah, okay, I've seen better. It's kind of like that, something like that.